past keeps popping up, not because it's meant to be in your life, but because you've been asking for a better life. Remember, the universe is a reflection of you. People are a reflection of you. So when you're upgrading and you're trying to get to this highest version of yourself, and then all of a sudden people from your past want to come out of the woodworks, it's not for no reason. There are no coincidences. This is because you are leveling up. Take this as a sign that you are leveling up and you are moving on to this next stage in your life. And this is a test from your old version of yourself. Your ego is going to try to hold on to this old identity so that it can still keep operating and be in its comfort zone. And so these people will pop up, and then automatically in your head, you'll start romanticizing them and being like, oh, well, they weren't really that bad, were they? Or, oh, they did this, or oh, they did that, or oh, I remember when this happened and it was such a good time. No. Like deep down, your intuition and your soul knows that this person has served its purpose. 111 just passed on my clock. They are not meant to be in your life anymore. And the only reason why they are making themselves present in your current reality is because you are leveling up. You are shifting and moving into a different timeline. And this is your ego or your old identity's last strides to get you to stay where you're at. I know some of you need to hear this message because I need to hear it myself. Something just popped up, an old person from my past just popped up, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, y'all, energetic ties are so real. You may still have energetic ties to your past, and that is why they keep making themselves present here and there. It's not because they're meant to be in your life. It's not because they're trying to rekindle things and now is a good time for you guys to be together. No, it's because you still have energetic ties that you need to release. This person showed up right after I got done doing a sacral chakra meditation, and I was like clearing out. I set the intention that I wanted to clear out all of these things from my past relationships, from my womb. I wanted to just release and let go of the past. And so originally I thought it wasn't working because all of these memories and all of these things from my previous relationship kept popping up in that meditation. And I was like, this is not how we're supposed to be doing things. Like, in my head, I had a whole different expectation of how that meditation would go. And the whole time I just kept thinking about the past. And I was like, hello, this is your mind trying to tell you what you need to release. And I was thinking about that specific relationship for a reason. And I set the intention that I wanted to release it. I no longer wanted this energy in my life. And I said in my head, I literally said, thank God I am still not with this person, because I would be continuing out a generational cycle. And guess what? This person texted me 20 minutes later. You guys, I'm not even shitting you. They commented under 333. They commented under one of my YouTube videos and said something, and I was like, y'all, I was pacing around my house saying, what the fuck? For the past 20 minutes, because I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. As soon as I set the intention to release this person and clear them out from my womb, they texted me. And I hadn't talked to this person in a while. They have never done this. They've never reached out through my social media platforms. I didn't even think they had this specific social media or YouTube or anything like that, because they've just never had my social medias. And so I was like, this is not a coincidence. And I felt this old version of me wanting to go back, wanting to call them and be like, why did you say that? Why did you text me? And why did you comment? And I just had to sit back and realize that this is a pattern. This is a pattern that I've had for a while, and I'm leveling up. I'm moving into this new version of me, and I'm stepping into a new identity. And so this made itself present as soon as I decided to release the energetic attachment, because this is what happens. This is a sign that you are leveling up. So if anything has came into your life from the past, this is spirit telling you to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to cut ties with the past. You need to look forward and do not go back. I don't care who reaches out to you. I don't care how much history you've had. The person that reached out to me, I was with them for almost 3-4 years. Time does not matter if this person is not energetically matched to you and aligned to where you want to go. You need to start thinking about yourself. You need to start valuing yourself. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know that the person or the situation that you keep thinking about or that you keep going back to is not good for you. I know it. Because it wouldn't be in the past. Remember, you guys, what is meant for you will never truly leave you. What is meant for you will never truly leave you. It will stay in your life because it is aligned to you. Now, people in situations like we outgrow each other and then you meet back up, but it feels aligned. The past that is trying to come up right now is just an old version of you wanting to stay. That version of you wants to go back because you know the path that goes down. Like if I were to contact this person again, I know exactly where I would be. And I don't want to go there. I have so many big dreams and a big future for my life, and that requires a new level of me that does not include them or anybody from the past. And so it's time to let go. It's time to embrace and fully embody this new version of yourself. Spirit is telling you to keep going. Don't look back. Keep going. This is you telling Spirit that you are aligned with this new frequency. This is you telling God's source energy that you are ready for the life that you have been asking for. Because again, the past is not coming up because it's meant to stay in your life. It's coming up because you asked for a better life. And so now the universe, and I don't like using the universe likes to test you because I don't think that's true. I just think that, you know, like I said, there are past versions of us that still want to remain. And so it's going to do anything in its power to come back, and it's going to do anything to stay because remember, we have to let the old version of us die for a better version of us to be reborn, for the highest version of ourselves to be reborn. And so in you stepping into this new version of yourself and wanting this new life, you have to let everything go. You have to let it literally die. Like metaphorically, not literally, but you know what I mean. You have to let it go. You can no longer be associated with the identity that you used to carry because it can't be both. It's either you're in this new frequency or you're embodying the old frequency. And since we create our realities through our minds, and if this current version of you wants to stay, the old version of you wants to stay, it's going to project that out into reality and be like, this person over here though, that energetic tie is going to come out and say, oh look, the person of the past, oh look, this happened, oh look, this happened. And this is all for you to be consciously aware of that so you can shift. So you can be like, no, I don't think that's what I'm gonna do. This is how you know that you have leveled up. This is how you know that you are entering a new life. Because when the same situation presents itself and you decide to make a different choice, that is monumental. That is huge. That is a huge indicator that you are just in the in-between right now, and this process of death and rebirth is ongoing. You have just literally stepped in to this new timeline. You have one foot right here and another foot right here, and now it's time for you to fully make the leap over here. Do not go back to what's familiar. Do not go back to what's comfortable because you know what lies on the other side of that, and it will not make you happy. It may give you some instant gratification. Like if I were to go back to this person, like, yeah, I would have been instantly gratified for a second. I would have been like, oh, they want me, or oh, they're, they just want to talk to me so much. They just miss me so much. It would have satisfied my ego, but in the long term, I would have been so miserable because I would have abandoned myself again for the sake of someone who really didn't even have my best interest at heart. You cannot keep abandoning yourself. You need to learn how to reparent yourself. I know that you want to go back to this past. You want to go back to this person and this situation because it feels familiar to your inner child. That is what you're used to. That is what you feel like you deserve. And I know it was toxic. Don't even try to convince me in the comments that it wasn't toxic because I know it was toxic. But you cannot abandon yourself. Too many people have abandoned you. They have betrayed you. They have treated you less than your worth. They have traumatized you. They have put you through so much. And I don't want you to put yourself through that again. Just keep going back to the same thing. You need to have something that is bigger than you. You need to have a purpose that is bigger than you, even if it's just wanting to love yourself. I know all of us don't exactly know what our purpose and our passions here are on earth, but what we can do is be committed to ourselves, because through ourselves is how everything out here exists. If you don't have a good internal structure and a good internal foundation, then your external is not going to be good either. You're going to attract people, places, and situations that are going to reflect your internal state back to you. And so when you're working on changing your identity and stepping into this new version of yourself, you need to be consciously aware that the old version of you is going to pull every single tactic in the book to get you to go down that road again. You have to sit down with your inner child. I want you to do a cord cutting practice. I want you to sit down and write down a list of every single person in your life. One, again, just passed on my clock. Write down a list of everyone that does not serve you, everyone that has traumatized you, every toxic relationship you've had, any person, place, or situation that you feel like you still have an energetic tie to. I want you to write this all down, and then I want you to do the cord cutting ceremony. So I want you to sit down, and I want you to visualize you and this person sitting across from you. And I want you to imagine that there's a cord between your sacral. So your sacral is like right below your belly button. So I want you to imagine there is a cord from your sacral going to their sacral. And so you're pulling, imagine the cord is like light. So you're pulling this light from their sacral chakra, the energy that you have given them, you're pulling it back and putting it right back into your sacral chakra. This is your energy of creativity, expression. A lot of us have blocked sacral chakras because we have given our power, we have given the divine creative intelligence, the power of creation to other people. Because again, we create our lives through our internal state. So if we're giving power to people, places, and situations, that is affecting our sacral chakra as well as all of the other chakras. And so I want you to imagine this light pulling back into your sacral chakra. And you can make a ceremony, you can light some sage, you can cleanse your energy, you can write down the list of names on the piece of paper, and then you can burn it afterwards. But do this as many times as you need to, and then remind yourself that you deserve better. Remind yourself that you are worthy of unconditional love. You are worthy of a kind, patient, and gentle love. Because this toxicity, the things that you have attracted before in the past were not you. It was an identity that you have created in order to protect yourself. But now it's time to remind your inner child, remind this higher version of yourself that you are safe. You are safe. You are so safe and you are so loved. The divine has your back now more than ever. Now more than ever. You are so divinely guided, and never forget that. There is no person or situation or place that can ever give you the love that you will have for yourself, that you will cultivate within yourself. This is the foundation through which you attract everything. And so by consciously choosing to let this version of yourself go, you are doing yourself a service. You are loving yourself. The journey does not look perfect, you guys. It does not look perfect, because I will tell you, I made the mistake of going back to past people all the time. Months ago, literally just a couple months ago, I went back to this person and I was talking to them and I was holding conversation with them, knowing damn well they weren't supposed to be in my life, because they've proven time and time again that they are not worthy of my energy. But yet I still kept going back to them because subconsciously I thought that's all I'm worth. You know, I'm lonely, I don't have anyone, and this person, although they're a shitty person, at least they're there. You need to get out of that fucking mentality, because that is not going to serve you anymore. You are so much more powerful than that, and you are never truly lonely. Every time you say, oh, I'm lonely because I don't have anyone in my life right now, you are abandoning yourself. You are saying, I'm not good enough to sit with myself. I'm not good enough to sit in my own energy. I would rather distract myself with toxicity than sit with myself and sit with my own thoughts and actually develop and cultivate a strong relationship with myself. That is what you are saying every time you say that you are lonely. You are in solitude. The reason why people have not been in your life is because Spirit is clearing out everything that is not meant for you. This is why, even though people may be coming back and you may be having a strong tie or a strong energetic pull, you still remain alone. You still remain in solitude. Because where you're going is going to attract so many more people that are able to unconditionally love you and fulfill your every need. Think about that. Let that be your anchor. Let your dream life be your anchor. Think about the type of people that you really want in your life, the type of people that will really be able to satisfy your soul in deeper ways, not your ego, your soul. You will be meeting your soul family. You will be meeting people that are able to make you happy 555 in ways that you never thought you could have ever been happy with another person because of all the toxic shit that you've been through. You guys, I'm telling you, this could have already happened. Somebody could have already came up in your life, or a past situation has come up. This is not just people, by the way. Like, this could be reoccurring like patterns or situations. Like, you could be repeating the same cycle or the same habit over and over and over again, and you're just noticing it, and spirit is telling you, like, make a different choice. That's it. Any pattern that is coming up right now that you feel and you know that is not aligned to you, make a different choice and see where the road to the unknown takes you. Because I promise you, it'll be much better than what you're currently accepting. View yourself as worthy of this life. View yourself as worthy of all of the things that you're asking for, because spirit in the universe already has it for you. Again, all you need to do is tune into the frequency of the desired reality that you wish to have. It's changing the channel. Imagine like you're sitting in front of a radio. If you want to get to a certain frequency or a certain channel, you need to dial the channel and change the frequency. This is what you need to do right now. You need to change the frequency from your old self to your higher self. And the first step is doing the cord cutting exercise. So remove anything that is not serving you. Write it down on this piece of paper and do cord cutting rituals as much as you need to energetically release and let this go. And don't be surprised when these people pop up, because energetically, people can feel when you're like slipping away, when you're letting go of them, even if they are not consciously aware of it. That's why this person reached out to me and I was like, what the fuck? Like, after, I'm telling you guys, I have not heard from this person in months, and as soon as I did that cord cutting ritual, like releasing them from my womb, they texted me 20 minutes, or they commented under my video 20 minutes later. This shit is real. I'm not kidding you. This shit is real. So let go of anyone that is not aligned to you. Do this cord cutting ritual. And if you want to deepen your transformation, feel free to check out my new ebook that I just launched called The Alter Ego Effect. You guys, this is a transformational experience. This is going to take you along the journey of the death and the rebirth process. It's going to show you exactly how you were programmed, exactly how you manifest, and how the law of attraction works. It takes you through the framework out of the 4 years that I have spent studying metaphysics, quantum physics, law of attraction, and manifestation. It gives you the whole blueprint in a crash course, and then it guides you along the journey of releasing this old self and stepping into the highest version of you through the alter ego. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, all of the links are going to be down in my bio, and make sure that you are in the description, sorry. And make sure that you also follow me on all of my socials, especially since we don't know where TikTok is gonna go. So stay connected with me and check out all the resources that I have for you down below, and I'll see you in the next video.